Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So if you've been on the internet for the last 24 hours or so, you probably would have heard the sad news about kikki.K going into voluntary receivership. So it's a bit of a making us all feel better, and just because I felt like it, I thought I'd do a video with some of my favourite kikki.K products and why I loved them and why I fell in love with them. So it's a bit of a story video. So if you want to hear about some of my favourites and hear my stories, then just keep watching. Okay, so we're going to go through this little pile of absolute lovely goodness. I'm going to tell you some stories about all of these. So I'm going to start with when I say the most boring thing, the most plain thing that's here in the pile. But this was the very, very, very first thing I ever bought from kikki.K, because I used to walk past kikki.K. This was back in the Sunshine Plaza store, which I'm just going to send a shout out. I know they won't be watching, but to Sammy, who used to she was just, and Sonia, they were just the best. They cultivated my love of kikki.K to unacceptable levels, but that's all right. But this was the very first thing I ever bought from kikki.K because I allowed myself a travel wallet when I was going to Fiji, and Sammy and Sonia were so lovely that then I had to go in and keep buying all the things. But this was the very, very first thing, and I cannot believe I still have it. I just remembered it before I started filming that I still had this. It's still absolutely beautiful. It still keeps my passport in it, and I take it with me whenever I travel. So there's that one. The first fun kikki.K thing I ever bought was this gorgeous paper lovers book. This is from the Mountains range, and it was the first time I ever walked in and went, I'm allowed to buy paper. Now when I went and bought this, I would actually walk past kikki.K and not go in, because I knew if I went in, then my full love of paper would come screaming out. So I kind of avoided going in there because I knew the hole I was going to fall down, and you guys have seen the hole that I fell down. So this is the Mountains Paper Lovers book. It has the Mountains range, obviously, which is just still one of my favourites. I love it. This orange in real life is never as pretty as it is on camera, but it is still absolutely stunning. I love it. But this one's probably even more my favourite. This is the Life is Sweet collection, and I've got another bit from this to show you as well. This is one of my favourites ever, and it's even because it's pink. It's just, but it's, I just love it. I do. And then it had a cute collection in the back. This Paper Lovers book, as you can see, is pretty torn up. I have used it a lot. I do have I think it's brand new or very close to brand new, sitting in my collection. Because I've been unpacking the last couple of days, I kind of found all this. So this all feels really, what's the word I'm looking for? Serendipitous? That's probably not the right word. But just feels really poor timing, because I've just found all these awesome things that it's just reminded me how much I love kikki.K. So this was the very, very first Paper Lovers book, and I didn't get it when it came out. I fought really hard to find one. It's not complete. I've used things and it came to me not complete. I bought it on a D-stash, and if I ever find another one, I will buy it in a heartbeat. It's just so cute. It's got the gorgeous cute collection with the puppies and the kitties, the original one on the front, and then it moves into, I think it moves into this black and yellow range, which is just really pretty. Oh, I love that. And then it's got this really beautiful bright pink and bright teal collection at the back, and I just love it. Just one of those ones that it's here for posterity. It's not here to use, it's here to love. And I definitely do love that one. I don't even know what to go next. This one's a weird one. And this is, again, something I found when I was cleaning. I knew I had it. I bought it on a D-stash so long ago. And I'm pretty sure I've done a video on it. I'll try and link it down below. It's a very old video, so please excuse the poor quality that I'm sure is in there. And this now feels even sadder because this is like a 10 years of kikki.K wrapping paper book, and it's got little bits and pieces here that have it's stories of kikki.K, which I just love it. It means so much now. I'm never going to use a damn thing in this. This is here just to be looked at and nothing else. But I love this, and it's something that I now think I need to put somewhere more prominent. but I love reading through that. So if I'll have a look for that video and see if I can find it, and if it's no good, I'll do another video walking through this one, because it's a really special book, and yeah, something I'm never going to use, like a bit like that Paper Lovers book, something I'm never going to use, but something that is very, very special. Okay, I'm going to show you two. I think I need to grab just one more thing, which I didn't think I was going to, but I do need to get it. And it goes with this one, and again, that whole collection has its own little story, but this is more of that Life is Sweet collection. It's just my favourite. It's the one that I think made me fall in love with kikki.K in the first place. There was something about the artwork, something about the colours, and I love it. I have a double of this one somewhere, I think. If I don't, I really should. And yeah, this one meant this collection. I don't know, and it comes with the planner as well, which I'll show you again in a sec. This is the vision board kit. I actually bought another one of these on eBay. I probably paid too much for it. I don't care. This was 3 or 4 years ago, but it stays in the pack because I used everything that was in this in all my planners, and then I didn't have any left, and I got really sad, so I went with another one, which I've done with a lot of kikki.K stuff, to be fair. But again, that collection is just really special. And then this was probably the other one. And again, it's pink. Why do I fall in love with the pink ones? This one had more to do with the sentiments. This was the Shine Bright. Is it Shine Bright? Damn, I forgot what it's called now. I'm sure it's Shine Bright. And Live Bright, not Shine Bright, Live Bright. And it was another one of those ones that was just beautiful. It's got the pink and the purples of the paper, and that was sort of one thing I fell in love with. I do have another one of these, and then this was the sticker book, which this one I think is a bit used. I have another one that's not used at all, and I've got some scraps of them all overwards, but it's these kind of quotes: the be happy for this moment is your life, and the be bright, the live bright. I love this collection so very much. It was one of my absolute favorites, and it's just so pretty. I love the gold in this too. It was just the right kind of gold. It wasn't a shiny, obnoxious gold. It was a subtle shifting gold, which I loved. So we'll move into the hero item, I guess, for me. The thing that... Oh, why am I getting all emo? This one's probably seen better days, to be fair. I didn't take very good care of her. But this was the first kikki.K planner I ever bought. I bought her on sale. I remember there was something wrong with her. She was in the I'm imperfect, please still love me. I still have no idea what the imperfection is. I've never found it. I know the imperfection now is she's kind of got a bit dirty and gross, but she still lives on my cupboard. I posted a couple of pictures yesterday on my stories and on my feed on Instagram of like my planner shelf. And yeah, I have too many, but I don't care. And this one was, Sammy talked me into it. Sammy, why are all the wonderful women in my life named Sammy? Sammy from Sunshine Plaza, kikki.K talked me into this. She's like, you need a planner. One of these crazy, because I had a kikki.K diary. Oh, I've got to find that too, because that's probably a big one to show you. I had a diary, but it wasn't working for me because I put photos all over it. Hold on, I know where it is. I'll go get it. I knew where it was. Unpacking was good. So this was the last diary I ever had that was a diary. And this is what I was doing to it. I was putting photos in the corners, which was making it all chunky, which is fine, but because they were always in the same place, it didn't quite work. So Sammy was like, you need to get an actual, planner so that you can bulk it up and take it out. So that was sort of the thinking here, but like this diary means I keep it because it's really special, because it's got all the photos of when Ryan and I first met, because this was the year we first met, and it's got little memories like our first date and stuff, Ryan staying at my house or I was staying at his house, and it's all kind of there, and it's just a weird thing to still have. And again, it's a kikki.K, and everything sort of that brings back happy memories seems to be. Oh, why am I crying? This is ridiculous. But then this is my favourite one. And again, it comes from that gorgeous Life is Sweet collection. It's the Hexagons. I still really want to get the black cherry one. I've always wanted to get the black cherry one to kind of complete this. But this one has been my favourite forever. See, there we go. I was using it everywhere. It's always been my favourite. I stopped using it for the navy blue for 2 reasons. Number one, I felt like I was using her a little bit too much and she was getting a little bit too... I didn't want to hurt her, and so I decided I'd move it to the navy blue because that is my colour. But I still love this one so much. She lives on my shelf and I just look at her all the time. Oh, remember when kikki.K did Polaroids? But that sort of goes back to where I used to plan, and then I've got the keys, which I used to call the keys to my life. I don't know if you guys remember that. The keys to my life, which I used to use as my page markers. And they were just from Spotlight, but so good. So good. And then the very last thing I'm going to show you, and it's actually got a bit of a funny story to it. So I went to the Dream Life workshop. That was, when was it? November 2018. I went to the Dream Life workshop. I like the big one, and I paid for the premium one to go and meet Christina, which I've met her a couple of times since, so it didn't, I think I'd actually met her a couple of times before. It didn't mean as much in that I was meeting her, but it was just going, and I was so sick that night. Like, anyone that was there can tell you, Desley or Denise can tell you, I was absolutely, I have no idea what happened. I don't remember a damn thing. In fact, I don't remember to the point that I didn't realise that Christina actually spelled my name wrong in my book, and I don't care. But I didn't notice it until I got home, and I was like, oh, and I was like, got home and was feeling better. And I was like, oh, but do you know what? It's a little bit of that embrace the imperfection thing. It's still me. She still signed it for me. It's just spelled a little different. That's not a problem. I'm okay with that. But that's why this book means so much, because it's signed obviously by Christina, but it's also imperfect. And I think that's something that's really important, that we embrace the imperfections in everything. And I'm trying really hard to bring that into my life, which I'm not doing a great job of, but I'm going to give it a shot. So there we go. Some kikki.K history. All I can say is I really hope that somehow, some way, kikki.K doesn't go away. So what I'd like everybody to do, please, 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 is to grab your cameras and walk into your craft room or to your office, or just where you happen to keep all your kikki.K stuff, and find your most favourite thing and share your kikki.K memory of whatever that might be. Obviously I've gone through a couple today, but just share your memory, put a photo up on Instagram, put a photo up on Facebook, and just hashtag it with kikki.K love, and let's just show kikki.K and the people who may buy kikki.K, because if it's in written administration, somebody might buy it and keep it. Just show everybody how much kikki.K means to all of us, because I know everybody in this community loves kikki.K. We might all complain sometimes that we can't get hold of things or whatever it is, but we all love them. And I think in some small way, especially for me, in a very large way, kikki.K kicked this all off. This company was what made me want to start playing with paper again, and definitely the thing that started me making YouTube. So let's all just show kikki.K and Christina how much we love what she created, and how much we really want to help her keep her dream alive in some way. And if we find out how, I'll definitely jump on board and let you guys know. So I hope this one wasn't too sad and wasn't too boring, and I'm sorry I cried. I really tried not to, but I couldn't help it. Leave your memories below, or make sure you share them all over Facebook and Instagram, and make sure you use that hashtag kikki.K love, and I'll put that on the screen so you guys can copy it. Hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, whatever you're doing. I did have a really good video planned for today, but I've bumped it and it's gone to Friday. So make sure you come back and check it out on Friday. Hope you guys have a great, great week. Thank you for sharing some memories with me, and I'll see you again really, really soon. Sending lots of huggles. Bye.